we need to talk about what the hell is going on in Miraculous, Ladybug. Hey guys, this is Isabella here and welcome to a new video. So, today's video is going to be a Miraculous video because I just watched the latest episode in French and I am completely in disbelief and awe and amazement and confusion and all of the feelings, and I need to chat about it. So, I decided to do this video dedicated to season 6 so far, the interesting points, like plot lines, different things that I find interesting. Let's just get to it. So, the first thing I want to say about this season is that so far, I think it's the best season yet. Since like mid-season 3, the show has been just getting better and better every season, and I'm just like, do they just keep getting better and better writers or something? I don't know what's happening, but the show has become so addictive that I'm just like starting to become really like, if you thought I was really into it before, it's just getting worse. But yeah, this season's really great. The first thing that I really love about this season is that Adrien and Marinette, seeing them date, seeing them go on dates, seeing them be all cute together is just chef's kiss. These two are perfect. They're so cute. They're so sweet. And I just can't get enough of these two. I've been waiting, like, we as a fandom have been waiting so long for those two to get together, and we're being fed, and I am so happy. I never thought this day would come that I get to see these two together. I thought they were going to drag it out forever till the show ended. But they didn't. We're here, and it is a grand old time. I'm just so happy for those two. They're so cute, and I love how Marinette's kind of helping him get through his father's passing, and how she's really being there for him, and it's just so sweet. If it wasn't for the fact that she was keeping secrets from him, it would be perfect, but nothing can ever be perfect in this show. There always has to be some secret or something like that's gonna cause drama later. Something I'd like to say also about Marinette and Adrien's relationship is there was an episode where they were like on a beach kind of date, double date with the Alia and Nino, and they're kind of like a celebrity couple, and it's kind of cool. I love seeing this dynamic of Marinette is dating a famous, he's an ex-model now, but yeah, and his father was rich, so it's like, yeah, you're dating a boy who's very famous. This is gonna cause some problems. There was this influencer in one episode, and he was making Marinette out to be this, gold digger who's only out for Adrien's money and his dad's fashion empire, which is absurd and so mean, but we saw this coming. Celebrity couples get treated like this all the time in real life. And does it make me angry to see Marinette and Adrien going through this? Yes. Does it make for good drama and fun, and am I eating it up? Yes. So it's there's some great things going on in this season. I'm glad that they're addressing things that happen in real life that should be addressed. So, very happy with that. I like that now that Gabriel's gone, Adrien can finally have the freedom to become who he wants to be and to figure out what he wants to do with his life and find himself, because I feel like his father made him do a lot of basically Adrien said in one of the episodes that his dad basically made him do all these activities like piano and fencing, but they weren't really his passions. And so that kind of kept Adrien from actually figuring out what his passion would be. And so I'm glad that with Gabriel gone, Adrien's actually able to be questioning and trying to figure out what he likes, what he wants to do with his life. And So far, it looks like he might be into jogging, which or running, which is an Olympic thing, which we've seen with another character named Sublime. If it makes him happy, sure. Did I kind of hope that he would become kind of like a baker or something, like Marinette's dad was making him seem like? Sure. But anyway, whatever makes Adrien happy, I could care less what it is. But I'm just happy he's getting a chance to finally figure out what he wants to do and what he enjoys doing. There was another episode this season where it was really fun. Adrien met his grandparents for the first time, which is really odd. I thought he would have met his grandparents before. We just never saw it on screen, but no, apparently he has never met his grandparents. And I could see why his mom's like side of the family, he never met them, because they're kind of stuck up and kind of not very nice people sometimes. But anyway, Gabriel's parents seem really chill and really cool people, so I don't know why Gabriel never introduced them to his son. But anyway, yeah, both sets of grandparents were having a dispute over who should raise Adrien, who should get custody, etc. And I loved the episode. It was so much fun. There was so much tension, so much like antagonism, but it was drama, and I was eating it up, and I was like, Adrien doesn't want to move away with any of you. He wants to stay here with Natalie, and that's exactly what happens. Natalie becomes kind of like his mom, his kind of like, and I love that. I mean, in the beginning of the show, she didn't really look out for him that much. It got better as the show went on, and you could see her just so attached to him and just wanting to make him happy. And it made me happy. And then I got attached, and I was like, Natalie deserves it. She's been trying to do well by Adrien, and I just really think it's cute that he gets to stay in Paris and Natalie gets to be his, like, mom. So, one of the bigger plot points of this season is basically the lie that Ladybug/Marinette told Adrien and the world, and basically Marinette keeping the truth from Adrien. This is gonna blow up in her face, and the tension that it, like, and the time it's taking to get there is slowly killing me. Either he's gonna take it really bad, and things are gonna go in the really bad direction, or he's gonna take it bad, but he's gonna get over it. But I don't know what that's gonna be. I was kind of mad at Marinette for keeping the truth from him, but then I also understand that you don't want someone you love to have to go through the pain of not just having their loved one, like, or their parent dead, but also learning that they were a villain who hurt all those people and was doing all those bad things. Like, that extra layer on top of it, I think, would have destroyed Adrien. Poor kid's already lost to his mom and his dad. He doesn't need this extra thing on his plate. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, you can't choose what a person can and can't handle. It's not your decision to what a person should and shouldn't know. It's a moral dilemma, that's for sure. This is a very hard topic to have an opinion on, because I'm on Marinette's side, but I'm also a bit not on her side, so I'm like in the middle. I don't really know. But he's gonna be so upset when he finds out that the one person he trusted kept the truth from him and lied to him. But then again, she could always try and tell him as Ladybug. He doesn't know that Marinette is Ladybug. So if she told him as Ladybug, I think it would mitigate the blow up. But I don't know. Either way, it's bad. So now for the reason why I'm making this video, because of basically the recent episode of Miraculous was huge. In this episode, Adrien's dad basically left him a letter, which Marinette finds in an old photo album. Adrien doesn't know about the letter, but she does. And so she brings it to Natalie, and they read it together. And it's basically Gabriel admitting to his son that he was Hawkmoth, and that Adrian must continue his mission and bring back his mom and dad and all that by getting the Miraculouses. And I'm just like, dude, you're an awful parent. Telling your son to continue where you left off? Really? Dude! I don't like Gabriel. He's just gets worse and worse. But yeah. So Marinette finds the letter, shows it to Natalie, and Natalie basically says that they should continue to hide this stuff, especially this extra stuff, from Adrian. And a lot of people are speculating that Natalie might be manipulating Marinette, but I don't think that's the case. I'll get back to why I think Natalie's manipulating Marinette in a second, because people brought that up in the discussions of this episode, and I just want to address it. But yeah, they said that they should, Natalie says that they should continue to hide even this letter from Adrian because, it's to protect him. And we all know that Natalie wants the best for Adrian. So I know that she wouldn't want him to go all super villain. So it's yeah, the best idea is just not to tell Adrian this at all. Because now it's worse. Now it's not just your father was a villain. Now it's your father was a villain and he wants you to continue in his footsteps. So that's even worse. So yeah, no shit that Natalie wants to keep this from Adrian. But Marinette is starting to feel really guilty about keeping these secrets from Adrian. And as the secrets just keep getting bigger, it gets even harder and harder for her to keep them. Because once all these secrets come out, it's gonna be a huge blow up, as I've said before. But I'm glad to see that Marinette is feeling guilty, so at least we can see that she feels some, remorse and, upsetment over what she's doing. So, yeah, I like that the episode really talked about, they used Ivan and his father as an example of how children are not responsible for who their parents are. If your parent is a villain, that's not you. You're not your parents. You can't choose who your parents are. And I like that Marinette is the one who says this to Ivan, because it's kind of this is something you should tell Adrian when you tell him the truth, kind of thing. And Marinette's we don't have to become our parents. That's a choice. And it's girl, you could be telling Adrian this. Come on. It's so, but yeah, it's complicated. Basically she's telling Ivan that it's okay to love our parents, but it's also okay to disagree with their views, with their, not agreeing with what they do, and that's okay. I think that was important. But Marinette still hides the letter from Adrian because she doesn't want him to see the bad in his father, only the good. Because he's grieving and that would make it so much harder for him. But it's also because she sees these little moments of happiness that Adrian experiences going through his old stuff, remembering when his father was fun with him, was nice, was a good father. And so Marinette just doesn't, every time she sees Adrian having a good memory of his father, she just can't bring herself to destroy those memories, those happy things. She doesn't want to be the one to take that happiness away from him. And it's really, really, something I can understand. But it's also just delaying the inevitable, and it's so hard to watch. Oh, it's so hard to watch. Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is this whole reveal at the end of the episode. There's a whole secret society of people who want the freaking Ladybug and Black Cat Miraculous. What the hell is going on? This show just keeps getting more and more intense. Like, we don't have enough to worry about with the whole keeping secrets from Adrian. Lila being an even bigger villain than Hawkmoth was. Now we have a secret society of people just planning to get the Miraculouses, and God knows what they're doing. The secret society basically confirmed that they know Ladybug lied to the world, and, like, they all knew that Gabriel was Monarch, so, / Hawkmoth. So it's like, wow. But also, apparently Natalie's involved in this. We see her in a room with these, like, screens, and there are these people talking with her, and it's like, what the heck is going on here? And she's not telling them anything that, like, is incriminating about Marinette or anything. She's not revealing who Ladybug is. And so I don't think she's really on these guys' side. I think she's more playing two sides. I think she's really on the good side with Ladybug. And I think she's just keeping tabs on what these guys are doing. And eventually she will let Marinette in on what's going on. I don't think she would go back to being a villain. That just seems like a step in the wrong direction. So, yeah, other people are thinking she's betraying / manipulating Marinette, and I don't think that's the case. But I could be wrong. But apparently these guys, they want the Miraculouses and want to, like, achieve this perfect world project, which is probably what, like, Gabriel's perfect world was one where Emily was alive. So maybe they want to make a wish to make the world a certain way. I don't know. But this is insane. So yeah. I don't think Natalie's really working with these guys. I think she's just pretending to. So she can be, like, have the inside info. And I think that's what it is. It's kind of like a mole. There you go. That's what I was looking for, the word. Anyway, this stuff is huge. Why she hasn't told Marinette yet, I don't know. But this show is just getting bizarre bonkers, and we've only seen, like, not even half of the episodes of this season yet, and it's already insane. And I just needed to talk about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it might be long, but I needed to get my thoughts out because this was eating me alive. And when something's eating me alive, you guys know I like to talk to you about it, especially when it comes to movies and TV shows. So let me know what you guys think about Miraculous Season 6 so far, and what's unfolding. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.